to give you a couple of seconds to get your attention ready to hear this video because it's really important. This is what I'm here to talk about today. It's Saturday, February 13th, and it is time. It is time to act in Pennsylvania. This is what we have been readying ourselves for the last 6 years. It's here, okay? The threat is imminent and everyone is feeling it, right? We know that mandates are being pushed at every level, and we have an opportunity now in Pennsylvania to take positive action to maintain our rights. We have House Bill 262, the Right to Refuse Act, which is currently in the Labor and Industry Committee. We need support for this bill. This bill gives employees the right to refuse vaccinations, any invasive medical procedure, including vaccines, including testing. Okay, we're seeing already, even though it's currently illegal on a federal level for employers to mandate these investigational procedures like the COVID-19 vaccines, which are only authorized under emergency use authorization, and even the PCR tests are authorized only under emergency use. Those are not legally allowed to be mandated, but they're already still trying to do it, right? I mean, we're seeing, I'm already hearing stories of people who got fired, people whose jobs are on the line, and people whose jobs are already gone because they don't want to get this invasive test every couple days, every couple weeks, whatever it is. They don't want to have to get injected with an experimental, biological gene therapy product, which hasn't even finished safety trials. So yeah, we have that happening on a federal level. And the ICANN team has been doing a bang-up job at informing people about their rights in the workplace. However, once these things do get actual FDA approval, then the mandates are going to be slamming down even harder. So we have a chance right now in Pennsylvania to get ahead of that. And that's what we have always been trying to do, right? We haven't had a firefight like this in a long time, but we have continually taken consistent action to keep our legislators educated, to keep our community active and engaged and informed. And now is our time to act. So you got an action alert in your inbox yesterday if you're on our mailing list. And honestly, we have thousands of people on our mailing list, and you're not all opening the emails. I know it. I know these emails are getting suppressed even. This video is going to get suppressed. We cannot allow the tech companies to thwart our efforts, to stifle our progress. Okay, you're going to need to talk to people one-on-one and say, check your inbox, go to PCIC's action website, which actually isn't even up yet. I'll get the action alert up on the website later today. We need to take these actions. We're going to have to spread the word person to person. We cannot rely on the tech companies to allow our message to get out, but it's time to act. Okay, I'm asking everybody in Pennsylvania who wants to maintain your right or the rights of anybody else to be allowed to work in Pennsylvania and not have to be part of any kind of medical experiment now, later, or any time in the future. You need to do a couple of things. First of all, I want you to call everybody on the Labor and Industry Committee. This bill is urgent. It's not like other bills where it might sit for a session or 2 or 3. Okay, this bill needs to happen now, like this month. Okay, we've seen things happen quickly in other states going the negative route. We need something positive. We need it to happen very quickly. We need to try our hardest to even get that 3/4 majority veto-proof support for this bill. Okay, there's no reason anybody, Democrat or Republican, should not support this bill. When you violate someone's bodily autonomy as a prerequisite for a job, that is modern-day slavery, and no one should be in support of that. Okay, we need a law very clear on our books that says you cannot do this. Our body is our property, okay? We owe our employer our time, our attention, our best effort. We do not owe them our bodies. That crosses the line to slavery, my personal opinion. You can think what you want. Maybe I'm a little bit fired up. But look, you need to call all of these people because there's a hearing coming. February 25th. We're on a timeline now, guys. The clock is ticking. February 25th, they're going to hear testimony. They're going to hear experts. I'm not sure who the lineup is exactly, but this is the day, 10 a.m., on, I think it's a Wednesday or Thursday, December 25th, there will be a hearing. So we need to get ahead of that. We need to get every committee member to know there is a mass of people who are watching this and who want this to pass. We need them to pass the Right to Refuse Act, House Bill, 262. All the information will be on the website today. It's already on the email alert that went out. If you got that, make sure you check it. Put us in your contacts so you don't miss our emails. Also, huge opportunity to submit your testimony. So if you are under threat of losing your job, if you've already lost your job, if you got a memo from your HR department saying you need to get vaccinated if you want to come back to the office, you can submit your testimony to be a part of this hearing. They are not taking live testimony, I believe, but every testimony that is submitted has to be entered into the record. So I'm going to post the contact information for you in this video. It's also, again, on the website. You need to get that as a hard copy, faxed to Representative Jim Cox, who is the chair of the Labor and Industry Committee, or mailed to his P.O. box in Harrisburg. So that'll go right into the Capitol building. So you can write up your testimony. It doesn't have to be long. It can be just simple, saying, you know, I'm so-and-so, I'm in Pennsylvania. I really need to be able to keep my job, to support my family, to, you know, not lose my livelihood, but I have whatever reasons I have for not wanting to participate in this injection, or any future injections for that matter. Who knows? You know, we need protection. We don't know what kind of injections might be coming down the line in the future. We need this. We need to be able to work. Okay? So say whatever you need to say. Fax that to Representative Jim Cox. In our action alert, we have all the instructions for how you can send a fax. You can even send the fax from your phone. You can send it from a laptop, a PC, any device that's online. You can send a web-based fax. It's free and it's easy. I have all the steps there. I've done it a bunch of times, and you just have to make sure you go through the whole process, because you hit send, it won't actually send until you get the email confirmation, and then you have to confirm through your email, yes, I do want to send it. So you got to take all the steps, otherwise it didn't happen. Of course, you can, if you have a fax machine or you want to run to the office store and send it, then do it that way, or print and mail a copy. You still have time to get it there. You've got a couple of weeks. So simple, just a simple testimony, your story, what's going on with you, why you want to keep your job, why you think that, you know, you need them to protect your right to work. And send that in. This is an awesome opportunity. Really, this is what we've been waiting for, this hearing. So please, do the actions, find the action alert, and tell people, like in your life, send them personal messages, send them texts saying, hey, this is going on. Please write a letter. Your coworkers, tell them this is going on. Please write a letter. I wonder if, you know, Facebook is really going nutso with the censorship and saying they're going to take down anything that might deter anyone from taking a COVID vaccine. Are they going to also interrupt the democratic process of political advocacy? We're going to find out, right? I mean, it's disgusting how anti-democratic our culture is becoming, and willingly so. But here we are, you know, this is a bill. We need to support it. We need to call our legislators, and we need to be connected person to person so that we don't get shut down, so that our efforts are not stopped. We have worked so hard to build this grassroots community at the local level for years, and we're not going to stop. We are not going to stop. Facebook's not going to stop us. We know each other in real life now. Okay, this is not a thing that's going to go away. We're here. We're going to keep being vocal. We're going to keep taking action. If you're not part of a local chapter group, you got to get on that, like, immediately. Because even MailChimp, they could shut us down. They could shut me down right now. MailChimp could just say, you know what? You're spreading misinformation. You're violating our community standards, whatever they decide they might be that day. We can't be fully dependent on any tech company in order to communicate. So please, even if you're on our mailing list, make sure you sign up with a local chapter group on our website, because that's the one-on-one, that's the close-knit community that is going to be unbreakable. All right, guys, that's enough blabbing from me. Take the actions. You can leave a message all over the weekend. If it's easier for you to call now, call them now. Leave the message. As long as the mailbox aren't full, you can keep leaving messages, and then we'll be back to remind you again on Monday. We're going to be sending a lot of reminders because, like I said, this is our time. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the time to act. We all need to do it. All right, tell your friends, share this video, and I'll talk to you soon.